Hello, good afternoon. Thank you guys for bearing with me and reaching out, seeing if I was okay. I know you can hear it. I have almost no voice. It's allergies, it's a cold, I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, it hates me. So it is, it's taken me this long to be able to actually speak, but I did want to share some thoughts today. And it goes back to books, I swear. It does have actually to do with books, but also just life in general. You guys are aware that I took on this whole brand ambassador thing earlier this year. Even right now, the jacket that I'm wearing is from Just Strong. It's one of the workout brands that I represent, and then my new Halara running tights. They are important to me to be able to share these different things, and I love that I can, share a discount code and represent and test things out for people. But there was a situation that came up a couple of days ago, and it sort of got me thinking. You guys have seen a lot of the jewelry that I was wearing for a while, and I fully admit that a lot of the brand ambassador things, they are paid. And I would be lying if I said that hadn't been initially at least a little bit of a draw for doing it. I mean, come on, you get to wear some cool stuff, try out some new products, and then they pay you to do it. Sounds kind of too good to be true, right? Well, to some extent, it kind of is. I'm not and I know this sounds so crazy, as I'm wearing 8 rings and a ring and a pendant plus my earrings. I'm not somebody who wears jewelry purely for the sake of wearing jewelry, just something sparkly. Everything I wear has meaning to me. It's something that came from a special occasion. It's something that represents someone important to me. Whatever the case may be, it has meaning. And so when all of a sudden I was just wearing things that they were just sending me to wear, it sort of felt a little bit like a betrayal. But I was like, well, maybe these are pieces that could mean something to somebody, or, I like to try new things, so I'll give it a try. And I did do it for a little while, but it never quite meshed quite right with me. And I do want to be clear, Just Strong and Halara, and Halara, I know they're close. The workout brands, they are not paid. They are ones that I wear because I like them, because I believe in them, and honestly because they're comfortable and I like them. But I am no longer associating with the jewelry and fashion brands that I was with, because honestly, a couple of the pieces that I had, they weren't necessarily the best quality, or honestly, they just weren't really me. They were just something that I was wearing because they sent them and said, here, we'll pay you to wear them. That's just not who I am. So, and this all sort of came to a head when a skincare company reached out to me. And I'm going to get really close to the camera here for a second. I apologize. It's kind of scary. You can see I've got crow's lines and I've got some wrinkles. I'm in my 40s. I'm allowed. But I honestly don't do a whole lot. I'm not a skincare, night cream, weekly facial kind of person. I've got lotion and I wash my face like most days. But I don't do a lot of skincare routine. If you've seen almost any of my pictures, I very rarely wear makeup. I don't have any on today, even though with the cold I could probably use some. But I don't wear a lot of makeup. I was reached out to by a skincare and makeup brand. They said that they would like me to represent their products. Well, I explained to them, I am flattered, but I don't really wear makeup. And they said, that's okay, we have skincare. And I said, well, I appreciate that, but I have kind of sensitive skin. I pretty much just use the same lotion all the time. And they said, oh, it's okay, you don't actually have to use it. We'll just send you some stuff and you can unbox it and say you use it. That is not okay. I'm not going to put them on blast. I'm not going to say who they are. If you message me, I will tell you, but I don't want to make a big public thing about it. But it really made me stop and kind of examine and think about what I was doing and whether or not it was really who I wanted to be. So I am going to be taking a little bit of a financial hit. But it feels right to only represent brands that are, I guess, in line with what I actually do and who I actually am. So the sportswear stuff, I mean, you guys see me posting about being at the gym all the time. That is something that I am doing, especially with Everyday Spartan. I will be at the gym a lot. I will be working out a lot. The Sauconys and the Ultras, the running shoes that I use, I'm not being paid to represent any of those. Those are not free products. I bought those shoes. Yes, these are products that I was given a discount on, or that I was sent to try, like buy one, get one free, buy running tights, we'll send you the jacket. The jacket that I'm wearing was a gift, but the sports bras and the running tights, I was given an ambassador discount to use, but they weren't free. I did buy them. But they're brands that I actually have researched, that I personally do buy from, and that I'm happy to represent. So, excuse me. I know I said I was getting this back to books. Part of this is, of course, the Everyday Spartan. You'll see me doing a lot more of the workout stuff, so I'll have the gear. And yes, I will definitely be giving a shout out to the companies that I represent, because they're helping me to do this training. Death Fitness is, God help me, going to be one of them. I do represent them as well. That's those cards, those terrifying cards. Once I get into those, I will be sharing more about them, and I do have a discount code for people that do want to give those a try. I will let you know just how horrifying they are once I'm cleared to use them, but from now on, anything that I do share is not probably going to be a paid thing. I feel a little weird about it. If for some reason there's like a commission, I will openly admit that Death Fitness does have a commission. So if you use my code, I would get a little commission from that. But I'm not going to recommend it until I try it. I'm not going to actually say I like something just because somebody says, here, we'll pay you to wear this. I liked the jewelry, I did, but it just wasn't me, and it wasn't something that I wanted to keep being a part of. So I think I've been thinking about that with my books too, with my characters, and wanting, because I'm always trying to write about characters who are true to themselves, even in the face of adversity, overcoming that kind of stuff. I really wanted to kind of live that. And so I wanted to be honest about the fact that, yes, I was being paid by a lot of those brands. And if you like the jewelry, that's great. You should, absolutely look into that. There's nothing wrong with any of those companies. And to be fair, it's on me a little bit that I wear my jewelry. Like this necklace, if you've ever seen me at the gym, I leave the necklace on when I run. Well, when I walk, I don't run. But when I'm on the track, I have the necklace still on sometimes. But it's a sterling silver chain. I made sure that it doesn't turn my skin green. If you're getting just cheapy fashion costume jewelry, it's probably going to turn your skin green. It happens. These, I love them, but they're also $2 from Shein. I bought them. And occasionally, if I wear them when it's raining outside, or if I put them on when my hair is still wet or something and they get a little wet, yeah, my ears get a little bit green, and I take them off and I clean my ears. They're cheap if they're $2. If I expect something else, then that's kind of on me. But I wasn't comfortable representing these brands that I was just representing for the sake of a paycheck. That didn't feel good to me. It's the same thing for those that know me. I work at the Venetian, the casino in Las Vegas. I've been there for 14 years. There's a reason. I could go someplace where I make more money. I could go to places and jump around. We have dealers that jump around casino to casino and, make all of the brand new special opening. Like, they went and made a ton of money at Resorts World when they opened, and then they went over to Fontainebleau and made a ton of money there, and they just sort of jump around. I work at Venetian because I like working at Venetian, because I believe in the company and because they've always taken good care of us. Back during the shutdown, We were the best taken care of casino on the Strip, probably in the entire city or state. I like to represent places that I believe in. And I know this is a very TED Talky kind of thing, and I feel bad about that, but this is something that was kind of bothering me, especially after that whole situation with the skincare brand. So I did want to address that. Also, in case you guys noticed that I switched completely to just the workout gear stuff soon, that's why. I am still representing these companies. I am still representing Just Strong and Valara. I now have the Halara, that dress that I was wearing, and these running tights, and I have another pair of running tights. And for the record, I bought all of them. I bought them on sale because I saw the sale on social media somewhere, but I bought them. I do represent them. I'm happy to represent them. The cards from Death Fitness, I did not buy, but they were purchased for me. Iron Panda is another one that is a company I wear. I don't represent them at the moment, but I do wear their shirts, and I wear them when I work out sometimes. And they're another company that I like a lot. I'm happy to share the ones that I represent. If you want a discount code, I don't get commission for most of them. I just have a code because I do represent them. So I get a discount when I buy stuff because I represent them. You can get a similar discount if you want stuff. Excuse me. I swear I'm really not that sick. It's all right in here. So I wanted to make sure that I actually got the chance to address that, to share that. There was somebody that actually reached out to me and said, is Valara real? To my knowledge, yes. Now, I will be honest, I haven't purchased anything from them for probably 6 months. But when I did, I bought like a dozen things. So I've had stuff to wear. That's why I'm always wearing Valara sports bras and running tights. And I've got the little crop top jacket, and I have a ton of stuff from them. Because when they gave me the little discount, they're like, here's your discount code. I kind of went crazy. And I do like their stuff. It's very, very comfortable. I had a problem with one pair of leggings when I put it on the first time. They were great. When I put it on the second time, I don't know if they shrank in my dryer or what happened, but when I put them on, they snagged and they pulled apart out one of the seams. I contacted them. I told them what happened. They sent me a new pair. Their customer service was great. So to my knowledge, they are still a perfectly viable company. I wear them all the time. Just Strong. I love this jacket more than anything. I think I'm going to order like 4 more of them in different colors. And then, I have other brands. Aviva is what I'm wearing right now for the sports bra, and the running tights are Halara, which is a newer brand for me. But just like with my characters, I want to represent characters that are finding themselves and being true to themselves. And while we all have our moments where we're like, oh, easy way out, take the easy paycheck, whatever the case may be, I hope that integrity that I try to use for my characters is something that I'm also representing as the author, as myself. So you will see less of the sparkle. I'm not wearing the jewelry anymore. I contacted all the companies, asked if they wanted the pieces back, and they said no. The codes, if you were somebody that reached out to me, those codes are still good through, I believe, the end of September. My codes for brand ambassador, just because that's when my ambassadorship ends anyway. But I'm not going to be renewing with them. I'm not going to be promoting them anymore. So you will see more about the Death Fitness cards once I get going with that. I will mention Iron Panda when I wear them and some of the other brands. And I'm not being paid for this. This is not, if you see it and it's like, oh, you're just, getting a paycheck. I'm actually not. I'm not getting paid for any of these, any of the ones that I still have. I'll be honest, if I get a commission, and I'll even link it and say, hey, yes, I get a commission for this. If you want it, here's a code. But it bothered me that I felt like my characters had a little more integrity than I did it for a little while there. So once it was kind of shown to me in that spotlight from the skincare company, I wanted to address that. So Sorry if I completely bored you guys today. Thank you for everybody that reached out. I am definitely actually feeling better. I'm sitting up now, which earlier was not a thing. I definitely still sound a little froggy, but I'm more functional, and I promise we'll be back to something a lot more fun and hopefully more sugar related next week. With having the cold, I haven't done my baking video yet. I want to make those red velvet cupcakes. They were the winner, and I want to make sure that I definitely get that out there, but I don't want to risk like sneezing or coughing or anything, not just in the video, but just as I make them, because they're gifts for other people. So also I have like Benadryl brain right now, so I don't have the list of the winners. I did put it in the newsletter. I'm going to put it up on the Raven Readers group today, and then I will announce them next Friday. If you see them before that, awesome. If you are one of the winners, congratulations, and I will be getting in contact with you, hopefully, to get your address, to get your signed copy sent to you. If you are a winner of one of the Lust books, and you don't actually have any of the Sin series yet, let me know, and I can send you the first book instead. I'm happy to do that, because why would you want book 4 if you haven't read book 1? But I will get in contact with everybody this week, and then I will be making that official announcement on the video next week. So thank you guys for bearing with me. Thank you for wishing me well. I am getting better. It's just allergies or cold or whatever. It happens every time the wind kicks up here. So for now, I'm going to keep drinking my combination of coffee and cough syrup, which I'm sure is making me all sorts of fun today. And I hope you guys have a great week, a great weekend. And until I see you next week, stay happy.